our prayer, please welcome Haven School Chaplain Father Seth Carmel.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity to gather together this day in competition. We ask that all of those involved today may conduct themselves in a God-pleasing manner and show good sportsmanship regardless of the outcome. Lord, we thank you for the gifts and abilities you have blessed these athletes with, and we pray that they may use them to glorify you. We ask that all involved in today's game may be kept free from injury, and that you will be with us as we leave this place today. And we ask this in the words that our Savior taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Our Lady of Mount Carmel, pray for us. Father Caden, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Father. Please remain standing for our national anthem, sung tonight by three members of the KMC Madrigals, Bailey Costley, Junior Della Weil, and sophomore Parker Costley. It is now time to introduce tonight's starting lineups. First up for the visitors, North Bishop Carroll. Please welcome to the floor, senior forward number 1, Avery McCrory.
Hello and welcome to tonight's matchup between the Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusaders and the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. And the first Holy War of the year for basketball starts out with the girls' matchup. And here we are to introduce the starting lineups for the Kapaun Mount Carmel Crusaders. And starting off the lineup is number 12, Evie Romer. Number 15, Gracie Bezdek, the junior. Number 24, McCoy Pfister, a senior. Number 33, Hope Garner, a sophomore. And rounding out the lineup is number 51, Zoe Buckner Franklin, a junior for the Crusaders.
And the starters for your Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. Number 1, Avery McCrory, a guard, a senior. Number 5, Anna Stahlberg, forward. Number 13, Corbin Mount. Number 14, Peyton Zachman. And rounding out the lineup, number 22, Brooke Stevens.
And these teams both coming into this matchup sitting at a record of 2-1. Kapaun losing their most recent matchup versus East, falling short 59-67. And Bishop Carroll also with their most recent game being a loss against the Blue Aces of East, 46-60. So a similar spot in the season for both these teams heading into this matchup, and it will be an exciting one, and we should be in for a close game. Will, what are your thoughts on the keys to the game for the Crusaders tonight?
Yeah, I really think the Crusaders got to, get the ball to their playmakers, especially Zoe Buckner and McCoy Pfister, and really attack the basket and limit turnovers, and that's going to help them find success in this game.
And as we head towards tip-off, we are getting ready to start off the Holy War. A lot of energy, good student section showing for both schools, and always a marquee matchup here in the last week of school before Christmas break. It is Pfister and McCory at center court awaiting the tip. And we're off as the Crusaders recover the tip. It'll be Buckner Franklin to start it off for the Crusaders. Romer gets it to Garner, Crusaders trying to find open players. Zoe Buckner trying to find something down the left side of the court. Shot clock running down. She takes a jumper, no good. Will be brought down by Peyton Zachman. Steven guarded by Buckner Franklin. Steven for three, no good. And rebound by Romer, stripped away by McCory. Wild pass recovered by Stevens, driving into the basket. And she will have the first points of the night for the Eagles.
Really good defense there by the Golden Eagles, forcing the turnover and getting a nice easy layup.
And an off-the-ball foul called on number 5, Anna Stahlbaumer of the Golden Eagles. Garner hitting the ground. That'll be the first team foul of the quarter here early on for Bishop Carroll. Inbound from Bezdek to Pfister. Bezdek pulls up from the free throw line, good. And she will open up the scoring for Cape and Mount Carmel. Corey finally gets it out to Stahlbaumer. No good on the drive. And Carroll resets at the top of the key. Zachman gets it poked away by Pfister. Can be recovered in the backcourt. Shot clock under 5. Three from Stevens won't go. It'll be off the hands of the Eagles. Crusader basketball.
Yeah, really great defense on both sides from Cape and Carroll, going down at both shot clocks. The aggressive matchup to see.
And the Crusaders need to find a way to get some more defensive rebounds. You cannot let the Eagles have that many opportunities in a matchup like this one. Buckner Franklin pulls up over the defense, no good. Garner with the rebounds. Bezdek's jumper won't go. Pfister trying to fight for the rebound. And finally, after the ball was loose for a while, a foul. And that one is also on Stahlbaumer. So she picks up 2 personals quick. And early foul trouble here for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, really good rebounding by Capon there to draw the second foul there on Stahlbaumer and to set up another possession for them.
Pfister to inbound underneath the Garner. Bezdek off the pass, no good. Pfister from the far corner for 3, won't go. And both teams struggling on the defensive glass as Buckner finally puts it away. Capon leads by 2. Zachman driving into the lane. She spins, goes up, no good. And it'll be Garner with the rebound. Crusaders coming down the court. Long pass to Pfister, wide open behind the defense. Good vision from Buckner, and timeout here early by Bishop Carroll. Crusaders looking strong on offense.
Yeah, amazing possession there by Kapaun there, working the ball down low, and a great cut by Pfister to put it up in for the easy 2 points.
That is one thing that Kapaun has tried to do throughout their 3 games, is be quick on the transition and showing it off there. Pfister just slipping behind the defense, easy layup, and that is something that Bishop Carroll cannot let happen. And the Crusaders take the 4-point lead here, but like Will was mentioning earlier, the shot clock running down on both teams, some hard defense, not allowing each other into the lane. Early on, Carroll having to force 2 threes from Stevens outside the perimeter. That didn't go, but if she gets warm, that might be an issue for the Crusaders. But as we resume play, after the quick 30-second timeout, it will be Bishop Carroll basketball.
Yeah, I also think both teams really need to box out as well, getting a lot of second and third chance points here. So they need to figure that out as this game moves on.
Definitely defensive rebounds, not a strong suit for either team. Carroll has 2 new faces on the court with 13 and 10. As that fadeaway will go for Avery McCory. Buckner Franklin driving quickly off the glass, no good off the move. And Garner going, fighting for the rebound, but she'll be called for the travel. It will be a turnover here for the Crusaders, but a good fight by Garner, trying to get into the rebound. It'll be Stevens defended by Pfister. Stevens losing the ball. Zachman into Mount. Mount goes up and will draw the foul. That one will be given to Evie Romer, her first, team first for the Crusaders. And at the line shooting 2 is Corbin Mount.
Yeah, I like how Carroll's getting it more into the paint on these last 2 possessions and trying to get some more paint points in these coming.
And I think that's probably something they discussed in the quick timeout, how to get the ball in from the perimeter, as nothing was going there for him. And the second of the pair, no good for Mount. Buckner across the floor to Romer for 3, no good. Recovered by Garner, she's been all over the place. Floater won't go. And so 2 missed opportunities there for the Crusaders. Zachman on the other end for Carroll. That one no good, hard off the rim. Pfister long pass to Garner, corrals it, throws it back in, and the Eagles get it right back.
Definitely some good looks for the Crusaders though, getting some good shots up though. Can't convert yet.
Elvar driving, and she will fall and hit the floor. Foul called. It will be given to Garner, number 33, her first, team second. And number 13, Corbin Mount, will take a seat, and checking in number 23, Kendall Doonan. Elvar goes up for the layup, and it will not go, barely off the rim. Buckner Franklin pushing it quickly the other way for the Crusaders, goes up and good off the glass.
Yeah, for Buckner Franklin needs to do that the entire night. She's going to have that shot every day.
And McCory no good on the 3-point attempt. Buckner Franklin again quick down the floor, and it'll be clean stripped by Zachman. Great transition defense from her. And Kapaun will sub as Hope Garner takes a seat, and the Elvar goes up for the layup, and it will not go, barely off the rim. Buckner out Franklin pushing it quickly the other way for the Crusaders, goes up and won't go. Garner draws the foul.
Really great job by Buckner drawing that foul there and getting a chance to go for the free throw line to get 2 more points.
For both teams so far, lots of opportunities, multiple per possession, and defensive rebounds are going to have to play a huge part. If one team can figure out how to clean the boards better, that will be a huge advantage to them as Buckner hits the first of the pair of free throws. And it will go, so 2 for 2 from the line there for the junior.
Yeah, she's now up to 6 points in this first quarter already.
And the ball will be hit out of bounds off the leg of Dulac. Of Elvar. And Bezdek takes a seat for the Crusaders as the senior Ellie Knitt makes her first appearance on the floor. The ball poked out of bounds again by Pfister. Crusaders not making anything easy here for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, Pfister playing really aggressive defense here. It's really playing a part in their lead so far.
Into Stevens, defended by Franklin. Elvar gets it to Doonan. And Doonan's shot was a little too much off the hands. Long pass to Romer. She loses the handle. It'll be Crusader basketball. And Mount and Zachman checking back in for the Golden Eagles as Romer to inbound. The inbound in and off the foot of number 1 Avery McCory, so it will stay Kapaun basketball.
Yeah, both sides denying the ball, making it really hard to get the inbounds pass in.
Knitt for 3 off the inbound, won't go. Ball recovered by Pfister. And the drive no good for Dulac, but the Crusaders just haven't been able to get any of those second chance opportunities to go. Quick on the other end is McCory driving down the baseline.
Yeah, Eagles need to get back to punching it down low. They have a lot of success when they do that so far.
And the quick transition points are what have been key for both teams so far. As Knitt, hounded on defense, gets poked out of bounds. And Romer taking a seat for the Crusaders as Molly Algie, the junior, makes her first appearance. The inbound on the far sideline from Pfister in to Buckner Franklin. Into Pfister on the cut. She works it around. It'll be off of Avery McCory. So it'll be the Crusaders once again to inbound underneath their own basket. And Buckner Franklin just heaves it in to Algie. Knitt drives. Floater. And an over the back called. No, that one will be on McCoy Pfister. Excuse me, a push foul. That'll be her first, team third of the quarter for the Crusaders.
Yeah, Carroll really like to see them get back to working it down low again. Feel like that's what's going to give them a lot of success in this game. So let's see how Kapaun can get back that here.
Mount back to McCory in the corner. McCory across the court. Zachman from 3. No good. Recovered by Stevens. She goes up. Too hot off the hand. McCory draws the foul on the third attempt. And that has been the story of the game for both teams. It's not 1, 2, but 3 opportunities per possession, it seems, on average. But
yeah. Offensive rebounds have been the #1 storyline in this first quarter so far.
And McCory gets the first of the free throws to go, reducing the Kapaun lead to just 2. The second doesn't go, recovered by Carroll. Zachman, 3 from the top of the key, and it will go. Nothing but net for Peyton Zachman as Bishop Carroll takes their first lead of this one.
Offensive rebounds again, leading to the wide open 3 for Zachman.
and Crusaders lose the ball. Time runs out in the end of the first quarter. Bishop Carroll with a huge three from Peyton Zachman to take the lead heading into the quarter. Golden Eagles leading by 1. And Will, like we just mentioned, offensive rebounds have been the storyline of this first quarter. If you're Kapaun, how are you going to try to get some more defensive rebounds and keep Carroll from having multiple opportunities?
Well, yeah, I think it just starts with finding a man to box out. Kapaun's got to they have to push Carroll out, and it just seems like there's someone wide open under the basket for Carroll to pick up the offensive board and pass it back out. So I think that's going to be the biggest key for them, is boxing out and finding a man and getting the defensive board.
Definitely going to be something that the Crusaders are going to need to figure out if they want to have more success. But so far, a pretty clean game from both sides defensively, fighting on both ends of the court, but offensively just rebound and multiple attempts, but neither team shooting well. And we've seen that come into play here as we are about to resume play here for the second quarter.
Yeah, I'd like Kapaun to be a little bit more aggressive on offense as they once were at the start of the first quarter. Let's see if they can get back to that at the start of the second quarter.
It will be Bishop Carroll to start with the ball. Stevens gets it to McCory. McCory top of the key. Her three will go, so 2 huge threes from Carroll in a row. The Crusaders have got to close out more on the perimeter.
Yeah, really good off-ball picks there to set up McCory for the wide-open three. She brings it in. She's got 8 now.
Buckner Franklin driving for the Crusaders. Her layup won't go. Bezdek kicks it to the top of the key. Garner, no good. And Bezdek's putback won't go. And a foul called off the ball. It will be given to Bezdek, her first personal, the team first of the second quarter.
Yeah, the opportunities are right there. Bezdek wide open layup and just missed it. Another second chance opportunity for the Crusaders. They really just need to capitalize on those to get back at this lead.
Elvar checking back in for the Eagles as Stevens brings it down the court. Mount working at the free throw line. That pass goes out of bounds off the hands of a Crusader, so it would be Bishop Carroll to inbound underneath their own basket. Stevens back out to McCory for 3 again. That one won't go. Crusaders trying to push it quickly down the court here. Garner with the drive, and she will lose the handle. Will be poked out by a Golden Eagle.
I really like the way Garner's been playing in this first half. Really aggressive and trying to attack the rim as well. She's playing with a lot of aggressiveness in this big rivalry game.
Garner has been a standout sophomore all year for the Crusaders. The inbound poked away by Zachman, still not recovered. Recovered by Pfister finally. And a foul will be called finally after lots of contact between the two players. That one will be on Peyton Zachman. That will be her first, team first of the quarter for Bishop Carroll. And the Crusaders yet to get any points here in the second quarter.
Yeah, seems like Carroll's been a little bit more aggressive coming out in this second quarter than Kapaun is. See if they can turn that around.
Buckner Franklin trying to get something. Pfister for 3, and it will go. That was the first one to go from beyond the arc for the Crusaders.
Great shot there by Pfister. She's up to 5 points in this first half.
Elvar's pass intercepted, recovered by Romer. The Crusaders trying to take back this lead on this possession. Buckner driving down the baseline. Floater will go, and the 2-point floater will give the Crusaders back the lead by 1.
Yeah, a lot better offense there by the Crusaders, getting a lot better looks, and now have the 1-point lead back.
The huge three from Pfister sparking some offense here for the Crusaders. See how the Eagles try to respond. That ball poked away, pass from Zachman. Pfister on the other end, no! Defense by McCory, she pushes it down the other way now. Below for Elvar, won't go. Franklin trying to cut up through the defense. She goes coast to coast and will draw the foul. It will be 2 shots for the junior.
Yeah, like the aggressiveness that Capen's playing now, and it's really had success here, and they continue to do it as this game goes on.
Capen definitely having a burst of energy here, taking control of the momentum. And Buckner's first free throw will go. And a huge substitution for the Golden Eagles. Number 5, Stahlbomber, 23, Doonan, and number 44, Daisy Barrera, all checking in. And the second of the pair will go for Buckner Franklin, and that increases the Crusader lead to 3. McCory into Doonan. Doonan, no go.
Another great defensive possession there by Garner, forcing the turnover.
And it is Buckner Franklin fouled again. So she will go to the free throw line. Once again, her 3rd trip of the night. That foul was on number 5, Anna Stahlbomber. So she has 3 fouls already here for the Golden Eagles. And that is trouble brewing for the Westsiders. 3 fouls for one of your starters. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Not ideal at all.
Yeah, definitely something to watch out for. A big, crucial thing in this game.
And that rebound will be recovered by Barrera after the missed free throw attempt. Barrera back out to Stevens for 3. Too much on that one, won't go, but recovered by McCory. And that will be a foul on the Crusaders off the drive by Elvar. And that will be on number 15, Gracie Bezdek, her second, team second. And it'll be Stevens to inbound under the basket for the Golden Eagles. And another foul called as the Eagles are trying to inbound. That one will be on Hope Garner, her second, team third. Crusaders have got to be careful not to end up in a similar foul trouble situation. And some confusion on the substitution. Inbound into McCory. McCory driving against Buckner Franklin. She pulls up good off the spin move. A nice move by the senior.
Really good defense by Buckner, but better offense by McCory getting the jump hook to go.
Franklin out to Garner, and Garner with a huge 3 for the Crusaders. Her first of the night.
Yeah, Garner really playing a crucial role in this first half. She's really been playing well and aggressive.
Not just from points, but fighting for rebounds and defensively. And that ball is poked away by Pfister. They'll give it to the Golden Eagles. The substitution here for the Crusaders as Garner will sit down after the 3. And it'll be Lizzie Dulac taking her place on the court. Doonan into McCory. Taken away by Romer. Romer going down the floor. She pulls up. That ball was blocked. Crusaders resetting on offense here. Buckner Franklin from 3. No good. Carroll pushing it the other way. And intercepted again by Romer. She is now has 2 steals in a row from the Golden Eagles.
Really great defense by Romer. 2 steals in a row, and Capen's playing a lot better defense here in the second quarter as well.
The Eagles just with a couple of sloppy passes. Buckner kicks it to the corner for Pfister. No good on the 3, but she'll get the rebound. And lots of bodies on the floor. The ball's still out. Bezdek takes it. She gets blocked by Stevens, who pushes it the other way. And McCory with a miscommunication to Stevens, and they turn the ball over.
Crazy sequence of events there. The block on the other end, and then the miscommunication on the other end.
And if you're Bishop Carroll, you get an opportunity like that to break away. Those turnovers and unforced errors like that are going to be costly.
Yeah, definitely a missed opportunity there for Carroll to score some points.
And that was a timeout by Bishop Carroll, a full timeout. And this game has had some energy behind it. The Crusaders playing a lot better defense here in the second quarter, along with offense. The Crusaders finally getting a couple of threes to go down from Garner and from Pfister, but also on the end of the Golden Eagles, getting finally a couple of threes from the top of the key. They retake the lead, feel like they have the momentum, and the Crusaders punch right back, and I think we're going to see some more of that tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Just has all the makings of a rivalry game. This Holy War, this is really big for both schools, and you know the stakes are high and the aggressiveness is even higher, so I can't wait to see what happens next, and it's going to be a fun game to watch.
As we are set to resume play here, we have 2:34 remaining in the second quarter, and this matchup has been about as much as we expected. 2 very similar teams punching back and forth. Crusaders holding a 5-point lead, but this game feels a lot closer than that.
Yeah.
And it's been close the entire time. Physical, aggressive on defense and offense. It'll be Buckner Franklin to start with the ball for the Crusaders. Bezdek pump fakes, pulls up from the free throw line, and it will go off the glass. Great move by the junior.
Yeah, great pump fake there, and the open shot. She's got 4 points now in this first half.
McCory driving, gets in the lane, no good. And it will be off of her hands, trying to fight for the rebound, so it'll be Kapaun basketball. And this is a huge offensive possession to extend the lead for the Crusaders. Lead by 7.
Yeah, definitely to make a statement right before halftime, get a nice lead going.
If you're Bishop Carroll, you really need to stop here to not let this thing extend. Buckner Franklin from deep, no good. Elvar pulling it down the court for the Eagles. McCory for 3, won't go. And the Eagles looking tired out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Corner for Pfister, won't go. And it was Doonan on the rebound. Stevens pushing it. McCory driving. No good on the layup. Elvar with the drive, no good. She had the move.
Yeah, some good shot looks here by the Golden Eagles, just can't convert.
Ample opportunity there for the Golden Eagles, but they have not been shooting well, and it continues to hurt them. Franklin defended by Stevens. Off the screen by Bezdek, no good on the 3. And overrated chance coming from Bishop Carroll. Crusaders recover. And be recovered by the Crusaders. Pfister throwing it off of Bishop Carroll player.
And number 33 checking into the goal game, Abby Pinke.
And Pfister pushing it for the Crusaders. Moving around the left side of the court, no good on the jumper. And Stevens pushing down the court with clock ticking. Stevens drives off the right hand, good. Coast to coast for the junior. Buckner Franklin, 3 seconds remaining, and she throws it out of bounds. So .1 on the clock here, Bishop Carroll to inbound. And the buzzer will sound as we head into half. The Crusaders lead by 5, 23-18. Stick around for the halftime performance by your KMC Pommies. We will see you in the second half.
And for your halftime entertainment, please welcome to the floor your KMC Pommies. Following the Pommies Instagram archive information on your future Pommies clinic. It's upcoming, so check it out. Tonight's routine, choreographed by senior athletes Riley Bean, Maggie Pinion, Maggie Johnson, and Ford. Your team is coached by Sylvan Surrey and Darcy Clark. Your KMC Pommies.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of this Cape and Mount Carmel versus Bishop Carroll girls matchup. And here's Barrett for your play-by-play.
And hello there. I am Barrett Hikus. I am doing the play-by-play duties for the second half. And to start, Carroll with it. Good. That's a quick basket for Carroll. And Kapaun trying to get a spark going for the second half, and they find one. That one from Grace Brimsley. Carroll with it, and can't find a way to get through with the pass.
And it looks like the second half will be, just like the first, a fight on the defensive side for both teams.
And in that first half, neither team really able to sustain an edge of any sort. And Kapaun, they'll try to see if they can find one. And Kapaun with it. Zoe Buckner.
And that one was knocked out of bounds by Carroll. Pfister trying to go up with it. It will be inbounded by Pfister beneath the Kapaun basket.
All right. And McCoy Pfister trying to find a target. Gets it out to Evie Romer on the perimeter. Out to Buckner now. Find something, 4 seconds on shot clock, 3, no. Rebounded Evie Romer. It's inside Pfister, no. And that'll be Carroll ball.
And something to note, Stahlbaumer on the court for Carroll, number 5, has 3 personal fouls, so she has got to be careful here in the second half.
That is certainly something of note for Carroll as they go into the second half and as they continue to play.
And that foul was on McCoy Pfister for the Crusaders, her second team first. And Romer will check out of the game in exchange for the senior Lizzie Dulac.
All right. And Carroll with it, and that one out of bounds.
And it will be number 22, Brooke Stevens, to inbound for the Eagles.
And the Eagles with it on the perimeter, trying to inside, and I believe that'll be a Kapaun foul.
And that one was a reach on Pfister, so she picks up 2 quick here in the second half.
Again, that's something of note too for Kapaun, and as Evie Romer, she checks back into the game for Kapaun very quickly. And that's a 2 good for Bishop Carroll.
And Bishop Carroll brings the lead back within 1. The Crusaders went into the half with the 5-point lead. They've got to get something going here again on offense.
And this game has been a neck-and-neck game pretty much the entire time, and that's good. And Zoe Buckner. Carroll got it, and on the perimeter, goes inside, guarded heavily, goes in, no good. Buckner with it for the Crusaders. Good, and Buckner 2, no. When Romer with the rebound, it's stolen by Bishop Carroll. Fast break chance, good. That one from Avery McCory for the Golden Eagles.
And the Crusaders just haven't been able to play as sound of defense here in the second half, but I'm sure they'll settle in.
And and sometimes it does take time for a team to settle in, but still you got to find got to get in some kind of groove sooner or later for either team.
And that is a huge 2-point layup from Brooke Stephen on the fast break. That gives Carroll their first lead since the first quarter. Early in the second quarter. And so forces a early timeout here. And Crusaders just talking it over. They've just looked a little bit less energetic out of the locker room. They played a very sound second quarter, but this third quarter has been Carroll.
And it's kind of interesting because they came out of the locker room in that first half playing with a lot of energy, and maybe you might think that the first half probably took a little bit of wind out of the sails, honestly, for Kapaun, possibly.
Yeah, and as Carroll just stealing back the momentum in this one, we'll resume play. The Crusaders probably just need to clean up a few passes and get back to their offense on the fast break. We resume play. Carroll retaking the lead by 1 with a huge layup from Brooke Stephen.
And Carroll, they only lead by a point, 28-27, the current score. And Kapaun, they have it. Play. And Buckner with it for Kapaun. Goes in. It's in the paint, and I believe that'll be a Bishop Carroll foul.
That foul will be given to number 14, Peyton Zachman. So another Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle with 3 fouls here early. Foul trouble brewing as she takes a seat as number 13, Corbin Mount, takes the floor.
That has been the story really for Carroll, but also there were some Crusaders with multiple fouls, and some of them went on the bench for a little while.
That one poked away, so it will be Crusader basketball. It'll be Dulac to inbound.
And Kapaun with it. Dulac inbounded, and Buckner with it. Just inside. And that was Garner who was stripped of the ball.
And a travel on Brooke Stephen as she was moving quick down the lane for the layup. So it'll be Kapaun basketball, a turnover there from the Eagles.
And sometimes when you're moving on the fast break, you kind of sometimes don't realize that there's that you're traveling with the ball sometimes when you're moving that quick down the floor. Did you Garner or no? Carroll with it, and that will.
And that foul was on Elvar, number 10 for the Golden Eagles. That was her first. And it'll be Stahlbomber taking a seat for the Golden Eagles as Doonan checks in.
And Kapaun, they still have the ball here. Buckner outside the perimeter. Now Evie Romer on the wing. Now going to the other wing. That's a chew from the mid-range. That one no good. And that one good for Bishop Carroll.
And that one was from Stephen, just coming alive in the second half offensively for her. She has 10. She extended the Carroll lead, and
that's a 3, Romer. Nope. Got it back. And didn't get it.
And it will be McCory driving. 3 from Stevens. It will go. And Carroll extends to their biggest lead of the night. They lead by 6.
And this is not good if you're Kapaun, because you want to still try to maintain that lead and not try to lose your hold on it. Kapaun and
it will,
fouled.
it will be Buckner Franklin drawing the foul, driving into the lane. That will be on Kendall Doonan, her first, team third. And it will be Buckner to take another trip to the line. Something of note, as we've seen the offensive surge in the second half by Bishop Carroll. They went 2 for 8 from 3 in the first and were only shooting 42%. So now that they're starting to clean that up, we can see why they're starting to take that lead back.
And Kapaun has to really has to really like just defend Carroll to defend them better to get back in this thing and try to get more trips to the line like they have here.
And Buckner Franklin goes 2 for 2 at the line, but she will take a seat. McCoy Pfister checking in.
And the Golden Eagles will bring it up. And inside, that's no good. No.
And a foul called on Molly Algie, her first, team third on the Crusaders. To shoot 2 is Elvar.
And misses the first of 2.
And if you're Bishop Carroll, you need these free points to try to extend that lead in such a close game.
And hits the second.
And Elvar will take a seat after the trip to the free throw line, and it will be Corbin Mount to take her place.
And Kapaun with the ball here, nearly lost the handle very early in the possession, and a pass, and now that'll be Golden Eagle basketball. At Chichu, no good for the Golden Eagles. Kapaun with it, they'll bring it up. 2 from the mid-range, nope. And this contest has still been very, very close, despite Kapaun not hitting a lot of the shots they've taken.
And Kapaun having some good opportunities. They just need to find a way to convert them to try to get this lead back. Under a minute to play here in the third. It'll be Stahlbaumer loses the handle, but no foul call. And
Zoe Buckner and Franklin, she'll be back in for Kapaun.
It will be Stevens to inbound under the basket for Bishop Carroll.
And side and tries to do it herself. Nope. That one from Avery McCrory. Kapaun trying to get it across the court here. Very heavily guarded. Buckner Franklin, a 2 inside, good.
And a nice move by Buckner Franklin to split the defense and get into the lane.
And the Golden Eagles, they'll have another chance at it. Goes inside, that one good for the Golden Eagles. That one from Brooke Steven.
Buckner trying to take a shot, connect for 3.
No good.
So we head into the quarter break. Kapaun trails by 5. It's a minute to talk things over here for both teams. But first we'd like to give a thank you to our sponsor, Ernat Arts and Bronze. Thank you for your continued support of journalism here at KMC and allowing us to bring these matchups to our audience.
And for that first quarter, Kapaun just couldn't had a lot of good chances. They just couldn't convert on a lot of them, and Carroll, it's been very closely contested throughout the entire contest.
Definitely a dogfight in this one. Kapaun just not shooting well, continuing their struggles from the first half, but the third quarter has probably been their worst showing of shooting and coming out of the locker room. But as long as they can continue to find those open opportunities, I think they're going to find a way to chip away at this lead.
And this is a very different story from the last home game they had against South. This is very different, where South for Kapaun was kind of a runaway game, a runaway win for them. This, not so much.
Definitely not. Kapaun finding themselves in a matchup with a good opponent here in the Golden Eagles, both trying to get their third win of the season as we resume play here in the fourth quarter.
And the Golden Eagles with it, a three right off the bat. No. Got it back. Nice chase down of the rebound, and Carroll with it. Still 20 seconds on the shot clock, and that's good. Basket for Mount.
And Carroll extending their lead to 7 here at the very beginning of this fourth quarter.
And really, if you're Kapaun, you've got to be looking for those good opportunities to try to get yourselves back into this thing. And really, they kind of are. They just they just haven't had a closer than about 5 or so points still.
And after that miss from Knipp, it will be Bishop Carroll basketball. Crusaders need a stop here to not let this lead grow too much.
And Carroll, they'll have it. Outside on the wing now, top of the key. Ian Mount. Now that one with Stephen and stolen by Kapaun. Then a three. That one good for Kapaun.
And a huge spark on offense, much needed by the Crusaders, and they force a timeout.
I believe McCoy Pfister, and a timeout for Bishop Carroll.
This will be a 30-second timeout. Just a quick timeout to stop the momentum shifting back to the Crusaders. Pfister with the second time she's hit a three when the Crusader offense has needed it most. And they bring that lead down to 4.
And she has been their option in times of need, honestly. And Kapaun only down 4 with that three, 38-34. What do you think they need to do to still to tie it or to take the lead?
I think they just need to clean up some things on defense. I wouldn't say offensively they're finding good looks, but just defensively you got to cut off some of those passes into the lane by Bishop Carroll. I think they'll slowly chip away at this.
So just better looks and just kind of patching up some things on the defensive end of things.
Yes.
All right. And Carroll with it. We'll see what Kapaun can do on the defensive end of things. And Carroll with it. Back to McCory. The intended target was Zachman, and Carroll, or Kapaun, excuse me, with it. Franklin, that one nearly went in. The rim was just not her friend there. And that's a wide open three. Nope, for Carroll.
And a good defensive stop, much needed miss. And a miscommunication. Buckner Franklin throws it out of bounds. It will be Carroll basketball.
And those of you know, those passing miscommunications aren't really, you would think, going to help Kapaun in the long run.
Definitely going to be costly in a close game like this. Just those little mistakes will add up. But Carroll does the same thing. Miscommunication on their end. McCory intending the pass for Zachman. But it will be Crusader basketball.
Okay. And Kapaun with it. Franklin dribbling across the timeline and timeout. Timeout called.
There's a timeout called by Kapaun, a 30-second timeout called by head coach Taylor Myers. Talk things over with her team, trailing by 4 here at the end of the game. This is going to be a fight here in the last few moments.
And this definitely has the feel of a rivalry game, and this has just been a dogfight the entire way, and that's what you kind of expect from these rivalry games, and you know, games where these teams absolutely have a history, not only in basketball but other sports as well. So.
And this is definitely what you sign up for when you play Kapaun or Carroll basketball. A full house here for the Holy War, and close game in this final moments.
And Franklin with it. Kick out, Ellie Knapp is inside, and intended pass. And that one was for Gracie Bedzik. And that one no good from Franklin inside, and Carroll will get another chance at it. And Carroll a 2, that's good from the mid-range.
And that one is from Dune, and her first points of the game coming at a big time, increased the Carroll lead to 6.
And really, if you're the Crusaders, you got to find a way to still like chip away at the lead. But if you're Carroll, you got to try to sustain it.
Brooke Stephen called for her first personal, will be the team first for the Eagles.
And Franklin with it for Kapaun. Across the timeline. Now Franklin is inside, and the intended target was I believe Bedzik. Carroll. They'll get a chance. A 3. That one good for Carroll. That one from Brooke Stephen. And she can certainly put up points for Carroll.
And a foul called on Stephen after that huge 3. To be called, trying to play defense on McCoy Pfister. That will be her second.
And Pfister to inbound. Homer. And Ellie Knapp trying to find a target that wasn't there.
But a foul will be called. And that one is on Avery McCory, her first personal, team third here. So Carroll on a bit of a fouling spree here on this Kapaun possession.
And that's a floater, no good from Pfister. Carroll has it. Corey, and now side and off the leg of a Crusader, and now it will be Crusader ball.
And the Crusaders are going to have to push on offense a little bit here to close this 9-point deficit with under 3 remaining.
I mean, that's really your only option if you're Kapaun, just to try to push pace and try to speed the tempo up as best you can. And Bishop Carroll with it, and timeout Timeout Bishop Carroll, I believe,
and it will be a full timeout. Talk things over here with just under 3 remaining. Carroll holding a strong 9-point lead. And I think this timeout is just to discuss how you're going to maintain that. They're playing strong perimeter defense, not letting any 3-point looks open for the Crusaders, and I think they're going to continue that strategy.
What do you think? What do you think Taylor Myers has talked about in that Kapaun huddle?
Definitely just telling her team to stay steady on defense. They've played a good defensive game. Don't allow any big looks for the Carroll Eagles from the 3-point line, but you just got to push on offense. Be more aggressive. Try to find some open opportunities if you can. But time is running out to close this one.
Okay. Do you think she's also telling them to probably push the pace if you can?
100%. You got to push it a little bit more. Not the time to be conservative here.
Yeah, but it's really just a tempo game. If you're Kapaun and Carroll, it's sustaining a lead, right? So I mean, neither team really has too much to not lose.
And the inbound pass way over the head of Stevens. So that'll be a quick turnover for the Crusaders, much needed.
For Carroll, much needed for Kapaun. Evie Romer to inbound. And McCoy Pfister with it. Pushing pace a bit, goes around. Kick out 3, good.
And a huge offensive spark there from Hope Garner, finding an open spot in the corner, taking the shot. And a foul called on the defensive Pfister. That is her 4th personal, so she has 1 more to spare. She has got to be careful.
Ooh, they are really cutting it close on just fouls. And Pfister, she's cutting it close on fouls. And if you're her, you are really on thin ice in terms of just foul trouble. And really just both teams in general on thin ice, as there were a lot of fouls in that first half for both. That's good for Carroll. Corbin Mount again. And Kapaun with it in the corner, goes inside, bounce pass. Inside, that was a foul.
Pfister drawing the foul on the drive to the baseline, so she'll take a trip to the line. That foul.
Those are certainly going to help. If you push pace, there's usually a lot more fouls that get drawn and come with it, so that'll help a lot.
And that foul is on number 13, Corbin Mount, so it's her first. And Elvar takes a seat for the Eagles, as well as Garner for the Crusaders, as Romer takes her place.
And Pfister hits both. And Bishop Carroll with it here. Avery McCory with it for the Golden Eagles. Nearly went out of bounds and didn't Carroll with it.
And Carroll being effective and chewing some time here, as a blocking foul will be called. And that one is on Zoe Buckner Franklin, her second, team second.
And Carroll to inbound. That's a 3 airballed from McCory.
And Carroll will fight for the ball. It will maintain possession. And this is about as much as you could ask for if you're Bishop Carroll, just to chew time away for the Crusaders.
What do you think? Do you think anything's still possible on the Kapaun end of things?
100%. A 6-point deficit is easily easily obtainable to come back from, but they've got to get this ball back from the Eagles on this long offensive possession.
What do you think they need to do on offense, if anything? Okay, and I think Kapaun might be doing right here, pushing pace a bit. Franklin stays down pace. Around Evie Romer 3, no good.
And that is a good look. The Crusaders need to keep finding more of those.
That is a look that you just can't pass up if you're Kapaun. Carroll with it. McCrory guarded heavily, and the intentional foul on Ellie Knapp.
Yeah, and if you're the Crusaders, I think it's the right call to start the intentional fouling. The Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles just doing an incredible job of holding the ball away from the Crusaders, chewing time, and it will be a timeout. Kapaun talk things over on how to get this ball back and work the offense.
And there's only 45 seconds left in the game, so really it kind of is a good call to start the intentional fouling now, and that's the quickest way for Kapaun to get the ball back, because they want to get it back as soon as they can.
Most definitely. And as we are about to resume once again, coming out of the timeout, if you're Bishop Carroll, you need these free throws to extend this lead as much as you can, just to make it a little bit more comfortable for yourself. And then do not foul on defense. You want to keep that clock running as much as possible, so don't give any free looks, but also play smart defense and do not foul.
And Carroll with it here. That I believe will be a foul on Zoe Buckner Franklin. Yep.
And one more foul until the Eagles enter the bonus. So the Crusaders want to force a turnover here.
And they gotta play defense to do that. And Evie Romer will pick a foul up for Kapaun.
And it will be Zachman to head to the line for the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles. A big pressure moment here for the junior. Try to extend this Carroll lead.
Hits first with 2 for Carroll. Hits the second. 47-39 the current score. Kapaun pushing the pace up a lot, going coast to coast. Franklin, that's a 3, blocked. Franklin, double, got it.
There will be a quick timeout to stop the clock by Kapaun.
Yep, and if you're Kapaun, you want to prolong that time as much as you can, really.
And definitely a discussion here in the timeout about, I think we're going to see a lot of pressure on the inbound here. Try to force this turnover in the backcourt. And I think if Carroll can get this ball down the court, it might be a game over for the Crusaders.
So it's really just a lot of defense for Kapaun, right? It's just defense, a lot of it, right?
The game is going to come down to defense here. Coming out of this timeout, the inbound to get it down the court by Carroll, but I think we're going to see a lot of pressure. And if you're Kapaun, probably just, if you get the ball, just put it back up for 2. You trail by 6, still obtainable. It's not going to be easy at all. And if you're Carroll, you just have got to take care of the basketball at all costs.
And, well, there's still something manageable Kapaun can work with, and it just is going to come down to defense. And McCoy Pfister with the steal. 17 seconds, 3, Franklin, no. Kapaun rebound. Franklin a three. Good.
And the clock runs out.
That'll be the final score. Bishop Carroll 47, Kapaun 44.
And just, it seems like some confusion there at the end. I thought the clock was going to, the coaches maybe thought the clock was going to stop, but that will bring an end to the game. Kapaun falling in a close one, 44, Bishop Carroll 47, and they will take the first of the two varsity matchups of this Holy War. And we'll see you in the men's game.
To two, another one. That one good. From Rocco Keller. And Carroll with it. The ball here outside on the perimeter. Trying to feel things out a bit. Free throw line jumper, no good.
It will be Porter to bring it down the court for the Crusaders, trying to build on this early lead.
And Kapaun trying to extend that lead as well. And
Now, foul will be on number 24, Luke Littlejohn, his first.
And Porter, a three from the corner, no good. Looked good from our angle here. Yeah, Bishop Carroll with it. Fast down the court, now guarded heavily. Kicks out. Three and Porter guarding. Really.
And this Kapaun defense not allowing any easy looks. Three, no good.
And that is really what you need in a rivalry game like this, not to allow any easy looks if you're on the defensive end. A three, wrap, no.
And a foul called on the Golden Eagles. Dulcat's fighting for the rebound, gets his arm grabbed. This one called on number 2, Landon Stephen, his first. The senior point guard.
And Kapaun with it again. And with it, they retain possession. Push around. Three goes in the paint. Kicks out in the corner. Three, no. That attempt was from Reed Dulcat's. And the Golden Eagles with it. And about the Eagles, the last season they were not a very good, or just lost a lot of games last year.
And time already ticking down here in this first quarter. The Eagles yet to find their first points as Keller, good off the left hand for the Crusaders.
Keller, just some good offense from Kapaun, and timeout, Bishop Carroll.
And a big first timeout from Carroll. Just nothing going for them. They can't get a stop down here in this first quarter. The Eagles yet to find their first points. Offense. Keller, that is good off the left hand for the. They have allowed it nothing to be remotely open. No easy looks from beyond the arc or allowing them to get into the paint. And that is just a characteristic of any Steve Eck coached basketball team.
Yep, and that is something that Kapaun will have to keep up as we get more into this game. And if you're Carroll, you want to find easy. You want to get some spark going of some kind.
It will be Littlejohn defended by Rapp. Carroll needs to get something of a spark on offense.
And the Golden Eagles goes inside, kicks out. For three, goes inside again. Found a good cut,
and a foul will be called on the drive. That is on Porter, his first, the senior speed demon for the Crusaders. There'll be 2 at the line for number 10, Nathan Gertz.
And he hits, and Ryan Gray in for Kapaun.
And Porter taking an early seat after the foul, Carey to replace him.
both for Carroll. Crusaders with it, going coast to coast, going very fast up the floor.
And Carroll switching to a full court press there out of the quick timeout, trying to force some mistakes by the Crusaders, and they get one there with the wild pass out of bounds.
And Kapaun really just trying to defend and hold their ground. Carroll, that's a 2. That one goes in for.
And a foul called.
Ryan Carey, the foul. And team foul number 2.
And Jude Porter will check back in. Carey back to the bench, so quick exchange there. And it will be Judd Blasey at the line for the Golden Eagles. And one attempt, no good.
And the Golden Eagles a 3. No, that one was from Brody Cookser.
And that one will be on Blasey for the Eagles, his first, team third. So quickly some fouls here from both sides as Blasey will take a seat for the Eagles. Number 3, Keaton St. Brand will take the court. And another foul here, Landon Steven, so he picks up an early second personal. He was trying to play defense on the inbound.
And Kapaun, they'll bring it up. They bring it up really fast. Here, Jude Porter a 2, that wasn't good. Didn't even need to pass it at all.
And Porter doing what he does best, using his speed to go all the way down the floor and just find some open looks.
Oh, and Carroll, they get it up the floor 3, no good. Good Carroll, they get it back. Nearly went out of bounds. And
it's a good hustle play by number 20, Hank Hartman.
And that's a good 2 for Bishop Carroll. That one from Steven, I believe. And inside, that what a nice backdoor cut.
And good vision by the junior Blaze Dalian to find the pass.
And Carroll, they have it. Goes to the wing. It's inside, that's no good. They get it back. Another hustle play for Bishop Carroll. Carroll just making a lot of the effort plays at the moment. And that 2 nearly went in. And now it'll be Jude Porter 3 for Kapaun. No.
Stevens pushing it quickly, trying to find a layup for the Eagles.
And the Eagles now trying to reset the offense a bit. Going now from the outside.
And a personal foul called on number 3, Keaton St. Brand of Bishop Carroll. And Dalian to take a seat for the Crusaders. The freshman, number 20, Braylon Jones, takes the court for the Crusaders.
This will be his first action tonight for Kapaun. And Kapaun with it here, goes inside, drives, and fouled. That one, Cole Rapp.
And Cole Rapp drawing the foul, going for a strong drive. A lot of the points from the perimeter and in the paint, spreading it out on offense. Great job by the Crusaders so far on that.
And hits the first. Do you think there's anything else that they've done good in the first minutes here?
Well, Bishop Carroll obviously trying to get looks from beyond the arc. They are a strong three-point shooting team with their lack of height. So Crusaders, I think, have done an excellent job on their perimeter defense and forcing the Golden Eagles to find something inside.
And Bryce Dalian back in for the Crusaders. That'll give Kapaun a little bit of height. Still. Porter, that's a 2, good.
And Jackson, gosh, finding a nice jumper from mid-range there to extend the Crusader lead to 10.
And Bishop Carroll with it. This goes outside, goes back in. It's a 2, no. Good D from Kapaun on that possession near the end. And it's a 2, no good, and Braylon Jones on the rebound hit the deck hard,
And a foul called off the ball. The Bishop Carroll faithful not happy about that one, but that one will be given to number 12, Grant Stephen, his first, team 5th for the Golden Eagles.
And Jones hits the first of 2.
It will be number 4, Judd Blasey, checking back in for the Golden Eagles as St. Brand takes a seat.
And misses the second one. Rebound on Porter. Crusaders still with it. 3-point line. Porter pass to 2. No good from Rocco Keller.
And then over the back ball on number 20, Braylon Jones for the Crusaders. And number 5, Brody Kreitzer checking back in for the Golden Eagles. And Reed Stuhlsatz in for the Crusaders. Porter taking a rest. Crusaders holding a strong 11-point lead here.
And the Golden Eagles couldn't get it in bounds. And timeout, Golden Eagles.
And just relentless defensive effort there by the Crusaders, forcing the timeout by the Eagles.
And that's really what they've been doing for most of this half. It's a 2, good. That's what they've been doing.
Most definitely. Only 4 points for the Eagles from field goal range, and they've had to fight and claw just to get those. The others coming from the free throw line.
And Kapaun also just relentless on the boards as well for what has been most of this quarter as well. For them as well, trying to get as many rebounds as possible.
And I think Kapaun has just been the team with some more energy. It's been a physical basketball game, and the Crusaders have adjusted to that and are taking advantage of the refs letting them play a little bit.
Yeah. Which that can be a good thing. That is a good thing for Kapaun to take advantage of, at least right now. 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Side, no. Rebound, no. And stolen away. Stuhlsatz had it for a second. It's inside Bishop Carroll, no.
And Bishop Carroll just shooting struggles so far in the first quarter. They're struggling to hit anything, even when they do find a way to get near the basket.
Yeah, and the current score reflects this. Kapaun 17, Bishop Carroll 6 at the end of the first quarter.
And as we have this quarter break, a thank you to our sponsor, Ernat Art and Bronze. A special thank you for continuing their support of journalism here at KMC. Crusaders holding a strong 11-point lead, and I think they're going to do what they can to maintain that and build upon it. That's one thing that this Crusader team always does, is come out hot and try to just put you behind as quickly as possible.
Okay. And do you think there's anything that needs to change on the Golden Eagles side of things outside of the shooting?
If you're the Golden Eagles, you just have to, I don't even know how to beat this defense. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it is relentless, it's ruthless, it's all of the words, you know, that that this defense is very, very difficult today, and most of these guys are tough customers on the boards. So
I think Carroll needs to find a way here in the second quarter to not let Kapaun build upon this lead. And if they can find a way to slowly get this deficit a little bit closer, they can find a way to really make Kapaun uncomfortable.
All right, and Kapaun with it, a three. Nope, that one didn't go. Two Eagles collided. And that one from Cole Rapp, he nearly got that in off the foul for a three-point play chance, but it would just be two.
And that layup just toilet bowled out of there. So he will shoot two. The first trip of the line for number 5. So he will hit his first.
And Kapaun still doing a good job of corralling rebounds still. Just again, tough customers when it comes to you know, the glass. Nicely for Kapaun.
And Carroll just trying to find any open looks, swinging the ball around the perimeter.
And they've been doing that a lot. And Carroll trying to get one, and even when it looked good for the Golden Eagles, they still can't get one. Jude Porter, a corner three, good.
And I think Carroll's going to have to start getting real uncomfortable with how many points they're letting up here.
Yep, and the current score 22-6. Kapaun still in the driver's seat. And Bishop Carroll with it, trying to get something, just anything at all will do for them.
And a foul will be called on the Crusaders. Will be on number 2, Jude Porter, so he will get his second personal, team first of the second quarter.
And Rocco Keller will replace Jude Porter off the bench. But still, that is not a good sign when you have a very valuable and good player like Jude Porter to go on the bench with 2 early, and we're not even at half.
Definitely, we'll probably have to spend some time on the bench to not end up in too much foul trouble.
Yep, and the Golden Eagles just can't really get a lot going.
And the substitution for Bishop Carroll as Blasey will take a seat. Number 15, Jonah Mole, checks into the game.
Pass. That's a three. No good for Carroll there. Porter, or not Porter, Stulsatz. That's a three. Good. That one for Bryce Dalian.
And Jackson Gosh with a huge three here for the Crusaders. I mean, they are hitting everything that the Golden Eagles give them.
Yep, and this offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, and they are going to be tough to stop at all. And there's a 2 finally for Carroll. And Kapaun with it, 2. Rocco, or no. Oh, my.
And number 10, Nathan Gertz, just a little too much behind that layup.
And that's a 2. Good. Bryce Dalian.
And Blaze Dalian just taking advantage of the opportunity. After the fast break, it looked like an easy 2 points for the Eagles, but they just couldn't get the layup to fall.
That is something that the Crusaders did a lot in their last home game with South. They got off to a lot of easy baskets in that game too. So certainly probably a point of emphasis against what you would think is a very talented Carroll team. Carroll's just down a lot at the moment.
And Crusaders just continuing their high energetic offense here.
It's a long three. That one splashes in for Brody Kreitzer.
And Kreitzer with a huge three there for the Eagles. See if that can bring them some momentum on the offensive side.
And that's a three the other way. No good. Tried to answer back and no good. And Carroll, that one good. Nice spin move as well.
Little John feeding off the momentum given by the three. Nice spin move in the lane. Gets it off the left hand and in. So big scoring, much needed scoring surge here from the Eagles. 7 points in the past couple of minutes after they could only scrape up 6. And so a timeout here called.
So really with this surge from Carroll, if you're Kapaun, what do you do now on the defensive end of things to try to limit their looks?
I wouldn't be too worried defensively. You hold a strong 14-point lead. I think you just settle back in, try to stay on your men. Carroll moving off the ball a lot better now. I think as Kapaun doesn't have to be too worried. I'm sure they'll stick to their game plan with this man defense and just continue to try to make Carroll uncomfortable. And I think what's the issue is Kapaun slowed down on offense, so that they need to continue to grow their lead.
Yep, and energy is crucial, right? So, and Braylon Jones did it for the Crusaders. There's a pass that was intended for the Crusader, and Carroll player slips. Crusader ball.
And that is just an unfortunate moment for the Golden Eagles. What looked like it was going to be an easy 2 points to continue on their scoring run, and just a tough slip.
Yep, and that was Landon Stevens who took that. And Kapaun with it. Going out on the going quick. That's a three. Good. And Kapaun from Stulsatz.
And Kapaun continues to be on fire from beyond the arc. Stulsatz adding to the collection of Kapaun players who have hit from three.
And this has been a common theme for Kapaun. They can sure hit from beyond. So when they have space. And David Stevens inside, that's no good. Kick out, goes in, it's pass.
And a foul called underneath. This one will be on Blaze Dalian. He picks up his first personal. That'll be the team's third for Kapaun Mount Carmel.
And the Golden Eagles will retain possession. And they have it near the 3-point line, goes down, nearly lost the handle. They still have it, fortunately. And Steven with it. Down, that's a three, no good. Carroll just can't get any looks that go their way at the moment, so. Even on a three that looked pretty open there.
Jones kicks it to Rapp.
Rapp a three, no. That one from the corner. Picked off, Kapaun. Pushing pace.
And foul will be called on Carroll as Dalian was pushing it down the floor. That one will be on number 3, Keaton St. Vran, so he picks up his second personal. And a big substitution here for Carroll. And Carey will take the floor for the Crusaders as Rapp takes a seat. And just like we were mentioning earlier, Kapaun just bouncing out to a large lead and doing a fine job of maintaining it here.
And that is really what you want if you're Kapaun, and not what you want if you're the Golden Eagles. That's not really what you want to see Capon. Carroll with it inside. A nice play in the paint there.
And Gertz just doing a great job of working in the paint, getting easy two.
And Carroll, or Capon, that's a mid-range two. That one spins in.
Capon has done an excellent job of shooting the basketball tonight. Lots of shots going from distance.
And Carroll now on the perimeter. That goes to mid-range, now on the perimeter again. Just trying to find something again here. Inside, nice cut, three, kick out. That one looked good from our angle here. And Capon will bring it up the floor. They go inside, kick out the corner, no.
And just under a minute to play here left in the first half.
That three was for Bryce Dalian. And Carroll, not a lot of time left in the first half to do something. Only about 40 seconds.
And a foul called on Keller, trying to play the defense, pick the ball away. That'll be his second personal, team fourth, as Jackson Gosh checks in, and Cole Rapp as Dalian and Keller take a seat.
What do you think Capon's doing a good job of?
That right there, forcing turnovers, and playing strong defense as Jones gets an easy two off of the turnover.
And they've really started to push the pace. These last few minutes, they've started pushing pace just like that possession.
And Capon trying to force a bad shot here, going to the half, and it'll be an and one. And one drawn by Brody Kreitzer with 3.5 remaining. So he will.
That will be on Jackson Borsch.
It will be number 2, Jude Porter, to check in for the Crusaders, along with number 15, Blaze Dalian. It'll be Reed Stuhlsatz and Braylon Jones taking a seat. The Crusaders looks like they're going to head into the half with a hefty lead here over the Golden Eagles.
That one no good from Kreitzer. Free throw, extra two, no good at the buzzer.
And that will bring us to half. Capon 34, Carroll 17. Stick around for the Palmies at half. We'll see you in the second. Hello and welcome back to tonight's matchup of Bishop Carroll visiting the Cape Mount Carmel Crusaders in the first Holy War of the season. Crusaders holding on to a strong 17-point lead here coming out of locker room, and just some strong defense from the Crusaders, and also lights out from beyond the arc. I'm joined by my co-host Will Etheridge for the second half. Carroll, they might have to switch things up on offense in the first half, only able to muster 17 points against the Crusader defense. And it will be an early bucket for Nathan Goertz going to work in the paint.
Yeah, I really think Carroll's got to get back to that in this second half to get some momentum going in to close this lead.
As one of the only consistent things they had was some work in the paint. Try to go back to that as much as they can. And Keller scoop in through the defense for the layup.
Really nice spin move by Keller to get the easy layup to go in.
And an off-ball foul called on Dalian. So he will pick up his second. And that is the team first of the quarter for the Crusaders. And a good shot from the Eagles, but won't go, but they finally recover the ball. Goertz out to Littlejohn. Littlejohn from the free throw line, no good. The foul called on the rebound. And that one is on Judd Blasey, his third, so finding himself in some early foul trouble.
I also think a really big thing for Carroll in the second half is to get some more offensive rebounds to set up some more possessions to get some more points as well.
Dalian driving, no good. Carroll will recover it. Blasey will be fouled working down the baseline. It'll be on Cole Rapp, his first personal, team second. So it'll be an inbound under the basket for the Golden Eagles. And Kreitzer. And a foul called on the drive. That one will be given to number 3, Reed Stuhlstotz, his first personal, team third. And the refs not allowing as much contact as they were in the first half, it seems.
Yeah, definitely. Carroll attacking the basket more. Really like that, and a chance to go to the line to get some more points on the board.
Yeah, I think Carroll's trying to open up some play around the perimeter, trying to keep it Cape and honest around the lane. And maybe that will open up some more offensive opportunities. That one will go. Blasey will take a seat as Hartman will check back in. And that one will be off of Porter. He lost the handle. So it'll be Carroll basketball. And they're forcing a turnover there on the point guard. He does not turn the ball over much, so. And seems confusion. They said they're going to reset the clock and inbound at the half court line. So some confusion here at the scores table, but we'll resume play. And Porter stealing it away from Steven. And Steven fouls him before he can break away with it. That'll be the third on Landon Steven, so he's got to be careful from now on.
Great defense there by Porter, causing the turnover. He was really good in the first half and looking to capitalize more on this in the second half as well.
It's something Porter always does, never lets the ball handler have any space. It'll be Dalian driving after the pump fake. It won't go. He gets his own rebound, fighting for the putback. No good. Gets his own rebound again, out to Porter for three, and it will go. So third time's a charm for the Crusaders. And looks like a bench warning on the Crusaders for the celebration after the three.
Really great offensive rebounding there by Dalian, not giving up on the play and finding Porter outside for the open three.
And it will be Kreitzer to bring it down the court for the Eagles. And off the left hand of Goertz, it will be good. He has 10 on the night.
Yeah, good post work down low, getting the nice easy move for the layup.
And he has been proficient for Bishop Carroll's offense, working in the paint. And a foul called on Goertz. That will be his first personal, team third for the Eagles.
And checking in the game is number 15, Joe Amol, and number 1, Jackson Wright.
It will be Porter inbound under the basket for the Crusaders. Some quick ball movement here. Three from Porter, no good. And the ball finally recovered by the Eagles after the deflected pass. It'll be Wright for three, and it will go. So Wright gets his first points of the night.
Good look there by Wright. Really working the ball around to get a nice, easy three to go in.
And the Eagles bring the Crusader lead down to 14. It's about as close as it's gotten tonight.
Yeah.
And a quick timeout called by Steve Eck, head coach of the Crusaders, to not give Carroll any momentum, talk things over with his team. They don't look as sound on defense as they did in the first half.
Yeah, definitely not. Carroll playing a lot better offensively, I think, this half, and a lot better aggressively on defense as well. Let's see how Kapaun combats that after this timeout.
I think Kapaun will respond, come out with some energy. They always do. Continue to play some sound defense. And Carroll finally able to open up some opportunities on the perimeter like we just saw. So if they can start getting some of those going, they might be able to find themselves back in this game pretty quickly. It'll be Porter to Dalian in the corner. Porter driving, he will try to go up in a hard foul. That one will be given to number 20, Hank Hartman, his second personal, team fourth for Bishop Carroll. It'll be Porter to shoot two for the Crusaders. The first will go. Porter, a prolific offensive scorer for Kapaun so far this season. He was missing last game against East, but they still took care of business with a dominant victory, 60-23 in their last one. But the Crusaders missing one of their starters, junior Jordan Mangu, after an injury in the game against East.
Definitely think they made up for Jordan's injury here in this game. Other pieces contributing.
And that was a foul called on the Crusaders. It will be given to Rocco Keller. So he has 3 now. 4th team for the Crusaders here in the 3rd quarter. And the ref's a little bit quicker to the whistle here, as we've seen. So a couple of Crusaders finding themselves in a bit of trouble. And the first won't go for Brody Kreitzer.
Checking into the game is number 25, Jackson Gosh, and number 4, Rocco Keller.
And the second attempt here from Kreitzer. And it will go. And a substitution here as Judd Blasey checks into the game. Rapp working it quickly down the sideline. Dalian driving against the defense. And he will draw the foul. That one is on Hartman, his 3rd, team 5th. Crusaders entering the bonus here in the 3rd quarter. That one was a shooting foul. At the line to shoot 2 is Dalian. And the first will not go. And one thing about this Crusader offense that makes it so dangerous is the spread out scoring. 3 players on the floor for the Crusaders, have 7 tonight, as Dalian puts in the 2nd free throw.
And checking in the game is number 22, Ryan Carey, for number 3, Reed Stolzatz. And checking in for the game for the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles is number 10, Nathan
And Blasey defended by Porter. Not getting any space, drives, throws up a shot, no good. That pass by Dalian intercepted, but he knocks the pass out of bounds intended for Blasey. So the Bishop Carroll basketball.
Carroll playing a lot better defense in this 3rd quarter as well. And checking in for the game is number 2, Landon Stevens for Bishop Carroll Golden.
Number 3, Keaton St. Brand. And it will be good for Kreitzer off the drive, almost like a football pass on the inbound. He will get in for 2. Crusaders lead back down to 14. As St. Brand steals it away from Gosh, but Carey takes it, no basket, foul on the floor. But he will shoot 2 in the bonus. That one is on number 4, Judd Blasey, so he has 4 personals. And he is in some trouble of fouling out in this one. Looks like Blasey might have a substitution heading his way. Carey no good on the first.
Yeah, checking in for number 24, Luke Littlejohn, and for Capon, number 20, Braylon Jones.
And Carey will be good on his 2nd attempt, his first points of the night. And Jones on the defense of Goertz, but he gets it again off the hand in the paint. He's up to 12, the leading scorer for the Golden Eagles.
He's doing a really good job down there in the paint. Has some great post moves for some nice easy layups.
That one will be Capon basketball, poked out of the hands of Braylon Jones. Will be carried to inbound. And a strong Capon rotation showing their worth. Carey getting in there, Jones, just a deep bench that all contribute heavily to this team. And Cole Rapp with a nice bucket
showing off the skills on that shot. It was a great look there.
And that shot is blocked by Jones. Goertz trying to go off the left hand once again. The freshman having none of it.
Great athletic ability there by Jones to swat that ball away. And we're going to see what they can do here on this possession as well.
Littlejohn trying to work into the lane. He will, good. Working around the defensive Rapp. And Rapp pushing it down the near sideline, will be fouled. So that one will be given to number 10, Nathan Goertz. His second team, 6th on the Golden Eagles. That one will go for Rapp. He has hit double digits, 10 points on the night. And the second will go to, so 2 for 2 on that trip to the line.
And checking into the game is number 3, Ruled Stosatz.
And every time it seems that the Golden Eagles are inching closer to that Kapaun team, they just get a couple more points and just won't let it get within roughly 14 points. Littlejohn out to right. Kreitzer with the move. 3 will go, so a nice move by Brody Kreitzer.
Great look there by Kreitzer. He's up to 11 points now. A really big contributor for the Golden Eagles in this third quarter.
And Rapp will draw the and one on the baseline. And he's really showing off his mid-range ability right now.
Rapp having a great game now with 13 points, going to the line to see if he can add another one.
And that was the third personal called on Keaton St. Fran. Trouble brewing for the senior. And stolen away from Littlejohn by Stulsatz. He moves down the court quick, blocked by Kreitzer, who's moving it the other way. And he will be fouled by Carey. So that one will be the second personal on Ryan Carey, the team 5th. So Kreitzer will head to the line to shoot 2. And below 15 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Kreitzer hits the first of the pair.
Checking in for the game for the Bishop Carroll is number 2, Landon Steven. And for the Crusaders, number 4, Rocco Keller. Number 2, Jude Porter. Number 15, Blaze Dalian.
The large substitution there for the last moments of the third quarter. And that's one thing that Kapaun has done all season, is just strong rotation, get fresh bodies on the floor. And Kreitzer with the second attempt here. It will go. So that will bring the Kapaun lead down to 12, the closest it has been since the first half.
Checking in for the game for the Bishop Carrolls, number 15, Jonah Moll, and number 20, Hank Hartman.
Porter kicks it to Gosh in the corner for 3, no. Ball loose, but recovered by Bishop Carroll. Thrown in, and the buzzer will sound at the end of the third. Crusaders 50, Carroll 38, as we have a quick break in the action. And I think one thing that we have noticed in this rivalry over the past few years is its ability to get insane. Last year, the Crusaders won a state championship, second year in a row. But this exact day, Tuesday of finals week, last year they went to Bishop Carroll, had probably their worst performance of the year, and they came out with a loss, a blemish on the record of what a wonderful season it was. And I think they've learned from that mistake.
Yeah, definitely. really need to focus in on this fourth quarter and get the job done. Can't let Carroll come back or have some easy looks. Need to play sound defense and, keep doing what they're doing and play their way.
And definitely a strong, energetic showing from the Crusaders tonight. This crowd starts to thin out a little bit at the end of this third quarter. Crusaders holding a strong lead, but you never know what can happen in these fourth quarters.
Especially a rivalry like this, Holy War, you always got to be prepared.
And as we resume play here for the fourth quarter, it will be the Crusaders to begin with the basketball. Cole Rapp to inbound. Porter kicks it to Keller. Crusaders just moving it around the perimeter. There's Dalian finding in the lane, and he will draw the and one.
Great move inside by Dalian. Had the pump fake, got the foul, chance to go to the line for add some more.
And just a great physical take by the junior. The and one attempt will not go. Covered by Blasey on the floor with 4 fouls. And a 3 from Kreitzer, no good. And Porter pushing it down, 2 versus 1 here. And Porter with the easy right hand floater.
Really great move there by Porter, get the shot. He's up to 12 points in this game.
And that 3 by Rapp won't go. Recovered by Keller. Keller pushing it. Porter just couldn't hang on to it, and he flies into the bench trying to save it. But a turnover there from the Crusaders, uncharacteristic of the Kapaun team. And Kreitzer again from 3, no good.
Kind of seems like Bishop Carroll is just settling for threes right now, not working at the paint where they've found success in this game.
Yeah, less ball movement here from the Eagles than we saw in the third quarter, just forcing some shots, trying to chip away at this lead as it grows. And Porter from 3 from the wing, no good. Kreitzer. Littlejohn makes a move from the free throw line, no good. And the Crusaders just slowing down on offense until the deep pass. And it is Gosh slipping behind the defense for an easy layup. Timeout Bishop Carroll. And that will be a full timeout. Talk things over with their team. And if you're Bishop Carroll, you're trailing 18. You've got 6 minutes left, roughly, here in the fourth quarter. What are you going to try to do to get your team back in this one late?
Carroll really needs to get back to working the ball down low. They've really found success when they do that. Also, it just seems like they're playing really, they have no more energy, it seems, on this fourth quarter. Just putting up threes and not getting back on defense. So they really need to get more aggressive. I mean, this is a pretty big game for them, and kind of just seems like they have no more energy in this fourth quarter so far.
Yeah, definitely a lack of energy showing for the Golden Eagles. And unfortunately, it looks like they're running out of gas here late. The crowd continues to thin from the Golden Eagle student section. And it will be Blasey to inbound to Kreitzer. Blasey guarded by Gosh. No looks for the Eagles so far. Inside and good off of the hand of Goertz once again in the paint.
Finding success in the paint. Glad they got back to that after this timeout in that possession.
There's been one part of the Eagles that has been consistent and has been Goertz in the paint. And Keller for three, far side will go. And Keller gets his 10th point of the night. Crusaders lead up to 19. And a three here will go for number 10, Nathan Goertz. So not only in the paint, but from the top of the key, he has up to 17. Dalian working in the corner. No good on the step back. Stevens, no look pass into Blasey, who draws the and one. A nice play there.
Yeah, Carroll really chipping away at this lead now. Back to 14. They've had some good looks. And, I mean, they're playing a lot better after that timeout, I'll say that.
Just a good court vision by Stevens to find the pass.
Checking in for the game is number 3, Keaton St. Veron.
It will be Blasey to shoot 2. Excuse me, 1, sorry, but no good on the and 1 attempt. Stevens for 3. Deep 3 in and out. And St. Brand draws the and 1. And the momentum starting to slowly shift back to the Eagles here. 2 and 1s in 1 possession.
Carroll, another offensive rebound, 2 on that possession, and another chance to get more points on the board. Cutting this lead to 12 again.
And that's exactly what you want to see if you're the Golden Eagles, is getting those offensive rebound opportunities. As the and 1 attempt by St. Veran goes.
Checking in for the game for the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles is number 20, Hank Hartman.
Carey double teamed in the corner off the full court press, and that forces a deflected pass, but it will be off of the Golden Eagles. Crusader basketball. Crusaders still holding an 11-point lead. Stuhlstadt's pass deflected, taken away by St. Veran. Big 3 goes, and that is huge from Brody Kreitzer. Bishop Carroll coming back to life here in the 4th quarter. They now trail by 8. And if you're Kapaun, you're starting to get a little bit scared.
Just like we said, going into this 4th quarter, this is a rivalry game. Anything can happen, and you have to be on your A game no matter what the score is. And Carroll chipping away again, the closest it's been in a very long time with a score of 8 points.
I mean, it is dead silent from the Kapaun Crusaders crowd right now. They haven't had anything, everything going Carroll's way right now. And I think if you're in the Crusaders huddle, you're telling your guys to really hound on defense, step back into the energy, getting a little bit lazy, I think got comfortable with the lead. And then Carroll just figuring out how to actually shoot the ball here in the 4th quarter.
They've definitely shot it a lot better from 3-point range in this 4th quarter. And I think Kapaun just getting a little, just in a rhythm, and they need to get back to playing aggressive on defense and working it more inside as well.
Definitely have got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. A couple turnovers, a couple of non-defensive rebounds, letting Carroll get more opportunities is what's causing this. And we will resume play here. Crusaders to inbound. And Keller gets it from Rapp after bringing it down the court. The foul called on Landon Steven. A little bit too physical on the defense. His fourth, team second. And Nathan Goertz will check back in for the Golden Eagles. Number 20, Hank Hartman, takes a seat. Stool shots into Rapp. Looks like the Crusaders trying to play some slow offense here, chew some time. And Porter working inside. Keller from the free throw line pulls up, no good. And Rapp steps out of bounds while trying to save it. So number 5, Brody Kreitzer to inbound for the Eagles. It'll be Keaton St. Vran bringing it down the court for the Eagles. Stevens driving, and that shot is blocked by Dalian into the cheerleaders.
Amazing defense there by Dalian, swatting that ball away.
St. Vran, Steven having a good drive there, just sniffed out by Dalian. Goertz working against the defense of Dalian. Clock ticking. And Blasey no good. And a charge called on Bishop Carroll. And so a huge call there by the refs. Offensive foul on number 3, Keaton St. Vran. He has 4. So now 3 Golden Eagles on the court with 4 fouls. Dalian recovers the pass from Keller up top to Rapp. Rapp with the move, no good. Pushing down the court is Goertz. He drives, good off his hand. Carroll trails by 6. Dalian trapped in the backcourt. Rapp gets it to Keller. Into Stulsatz, no good on the layup. Keller no good on the putback, but a foul called. A push. That one is on number 5, Brody Kreitzer. His first personal, team 4th. And tensions flaring here in this close matchup. A word of warning from the ref to Kreitzer.
Kapaun has really got to get a shot to go in. They cannot let this score stay as it is. 2
easy opportunities just missed by the Crusaders. They've got to take control of this one. And that foul will be called on number 3, Keaton St. Vran, so he will have 5. He's done for the night. And like we said, we knew this foul trouble would creep up on the Golden Eagles. So a big piece there.
Also then that goes along with Kapaun's rotation and Carroll's maybe lack of depth as well. Not having as many guys to play as Kapaun does.
That is a key player off the bench now done for the Golden Eagles.
And checking the game for him is number 1, Jackson Wright.
And Kreitzer hearing a couple words from the refs as they waited for the substitution. He was letting the refs have it after his last foul call, so he's got to be careful. Keller no good on the first attempt. Jackson Wright thought it was the second attempt, went to box him out. And Keller knocks down the second attempt. You need those 3 points there. Crusaders lead by 7.
Definitely a big shot in that game.
But the Crusaders still leaving a lot of opportunities on the floor, but a steal by Porter. And Stevens instantly fouls Porter, and he's done for the night as well. Right, left chance rained down on him as he heads to the bench. Porter to shoot 2 for the Crusaders.
Incredible defense there by Porter, catching Steven off guard and getting the steal and sending a great player for Carroll to sit on the bench for the rest of the game. And checking in for him will be number 24, Luke Littlejohn.
And just not a smart play from Steven there. You can't reach on Porter running away then knowing you have 4 fouls.
Definitely not.
So he's done. As Porter's no good on his first attempt, the Crusaders struggling from the line here.
Yeah. Really need to knock in these free throws here to extend this lead.
Definitely a lot of time left for the Eagles. And the second will go. Crusaders lead back up to 8. Kreitzer defended by Rapp. Into Goertz. He works in the paint against Dalian. And it'll be a jump ball. Stulsatz reaching in, but it will be Bishop Carroll basketball off of the possession arrow. Littlejohn to inbound. Excuse me, timeout Bishop Carroll. Talk things over. A minute 49 left to play. And this game seemed like it was in Kapaun's hands for most of it, but in the fourth quarter, Carroll coming to life and making this one interesting after most of the crowd is left.
Yeah, definitely making it a lot closer of a game and a lot more interesting. Kapaun's been able to knock down some free throws to extend their lead by a little bit. They need to be careful though, and they need to keep playing aggressively to close out this game.
Definitely, and those early fouls from Carroll coming back to bite them very hard. 2 very prolific players, Keaton St. Vran, number 3, and number 2, Landon Steven, stuck on the bench.
Yeah.
You hate to see that if you're Carroll head coach Dale Faber. You've got to look to some younger guys, not a lot of depth. He hasn't been playing much of a rotation.
Yeah, 7 or 8 guys in this rotation. I mean, it's really affected them. I mean, Kapaun's had a great rotation in this game so far, and it's played a crucial role.
Well, as we resume play here with under 2 left in the game, really Bishop Carroll to inbound on their own end. Blasey will be the one to do it. Blasey can't find somebody, throws it up. Recovered by Kreitzer. He will find Littlejohn down the baseline, blocked. Recovered by Stulsatz. Rapp looking down court for Keller. Keller over to Porter. Porter in for an easy 2. Porter with his 15th points tonight. Huge from the Crusaders there. Nice passing down court.
Amazing performance from Porter here in this game, playing a big role.
And Wright just slipped, lost the handle, throws it back to Kreitzer for 3. It will go from absolutely beyond the arc.
Amazing shot there by Kreitzer to knock it down and close this lead to 7.
I mean, he has come completely alive in this fourth quarter. He was doing great. Porter for answer, no. Covered by Stulsatz. Timeout, Kapaun Mount Carmel. But Kreitzer looking like prime Stephen Curry out there right now.
He's got 19 points in this game. He is on a streak from this three-point range.
I mean, just when you start to question the shots he's putting up, he just sinks all of them. Carroll trails by 7. 57 seconds remaining. It is a tall task ahead of them, but not impossible.
Yeah.
I think the Crusaders just talking over in this huddle, needing to take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Don't let Carroll get it. Probably want to pass the ball around, chew some clock. If you're Bishop Carroll, what are you talking over in this long timeout?
I would be talking about, I'd give it to Kreitzer on this next possession. Let him shoot the 3 ball. He's hot right now. I would also say to really play aggressive defense, but not too aggressive. You obviously want to foul in this situation with not a lot of time left, but rebound well on those free throw attempts and push the ball down the court.
And still one Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle on the floor with 4 fouls. Number 4, Judd Blasey. But you definitely have got to be aggressive if you're the Golden Eagles. The Stulsatz to inbound on the far sideline for the Crusaders. And Porter just breaks away from the defense for an easy 2 points. That is the last thing you can let happen.
Beautiful play drawn up in the timeout by the Crusaders. An easy layup for Porter. He's up to 17 now.
Lazy drives in, kicks it out. That three will not go. It's recovered by Stuhlsatz, pushing down Keller. Another easy layup, and the Crusaders just running away with it once again, not letting anything happen. And Kreitzer with a bad shot. Porter running it again. And I mean, just 6 points in the past few seconds for the Crusaders.
Really putting the nail in the coffin there for this game.
Any sort of comeback story we might thought have happened was just absolutely destroyed by the Crusaders out of the timeout. And after that foul, this crowd heads for the exits. This one, everything but finished.
Really amazing finish there by the Crusaders. 6 straight points in the span of 30 seconds.
And that is the characteristic of a good basketball team. When things start to get a little bit scary, a little bit uncomfortable, you step in and step back and able to hold on to the victory. Lazy will hit both of the free throws.
And checking in the game for the Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles, number 20, Hank Hartman.
And 15.2 remaining on the clock. Carroll still in the full court press, trying to get a stop. But it looks like it'll be Porter to Dalian. And a foul by number 10, Nathan Goertz. So that will stop the clock once more. 10 seconds left. Looking ahead for the Crusaders, their next matchup is going to be this Friday at West. Looking to continue their dominance of their G-Wall schedule so far. And once the clocks hit 0 here, Crusaders will continue their undefeated season at 4-0.
Yeah, really great win for the Crusaders. Holy War, right before Christmas break, amazing win for them.
And definitely a matchup that you circle and could be dangerous, but the Crusaders take care of business as the last second three by Jackson Wright. The buzzer will sound. Crusaders win by 10, 71-61, holding off the Eagles' late comeback. It will be a good night. We will see you on Saturday for Goddard Eisenhower. Have a good night.
Good luck to our students and our college